So welcome to the session 8. That's the last session of this module, that is state variable analysis. So in this module, so you'll see we'll just give the overview about the properties of state transition matrix, okay, and also we'll summarize so what we have covered in the last all sessions, okay. So here the properties of the state transition matrix, there are 8 properties are there. So pi of t, so basically the pi of t which we will call as state transition matrix, so that is nothing but e raised to at. So first property we call as identity matrix. Suppose if t is, so pi of 0, so if t is 0, so at 0, okay, if t is 0, then e raised to a into 0, a into 0 is nothing but 0 only, and anything raised to 0 it will be 1, or that we call as identity matrix. So if pi of 0 we call as identity matrix. Then the third one, the next one, the pi of t, we know that e raised to at, and if we write e raised to minus at, that of inverse, okay, if you write e raised to minus at and that of inverse, so e raised to minus at we can give as pi of minus t, pi of minus t raised to minus 1. So that is nothing but we can also write pi raised to means pi inverse of t, we can write as pi of minus t. Then so pi of t1 plus t2, so pi of t1 plus t2 is equal to if you represent in terms of e raised to at, so e raised to a, so that is t1 plus t2, we can replace there also t1 plus t2, then is equal to e raised to at1, okay, that we can multiply e raised to at1 into e raised to at2 is equal to, we know that e raised to at is pi of t, so pi of t1 into pi of t2, and same thing we can also give as pi of t1 into pi of t2 is equal to pi of t2 into pi of t1, okay. And similarly e raised to a, the t plus s, okay, that we can give as e raised to at into e raised to as, and e raised to a plus b into t, okay, e raised to a b into t, okay, so that is e raised to a plus b into t, we can give as e raised to at into e raised to bt, okay. That is only when we can write as when there is ab is equal to ba, means both are same, means a multiplication with b is equal to b multiplication with a. If both are same, then we can write e raised to at into e raised to bt. And if we take pi of t raised to n, okay, if we take pi of t raised to n, that is pi of t is nothing but e raised to at, so then we can write e raised to a nt. Therefore we can write pi of t raised to n is equal to pi of nt, okay. So these are the 6 the properties. With this we have 2 more, then that is pi of t2 minus t1 into t1 minus 0, means if we have the range t0 to t2, for example if we have the range t0 to t2 or t2 to 0, okay, then in between if it is t1 is there, like stepwise t2 to t1 and t1 to 0, so basically it is t0 to t2, okay. So similarly if it is t0 to n, so whatever in between t1 2 3 4 like that n minus 1, so we can give as pi of t2 minus t0, okay. So this is the 7th property. And the last one, if pi of t we call as it is a non-singular matrix, okay, for all finite values of t, means if we have the if we define the t as finite, okay, then pi of t we can call as non-singular matrix. So non-singular is nothing but if the determinant is non-zero, okay. So these are the some of the properties of the state transition matrix, okay. So now at last, if you see all the sessions or whatever the sessions what we have covered in the state variable analysis, okay, so we started with the why state variable approach is required, okay. So the conventional approach was with transfer function, okay. With that, so initial conditions there it was not considered there, okay. So initial conditions, so here we can consider initial conditions, and the main thing we will consider the internal parameters. Okay, so in the conventional transfer function only it was considered only input and output, but here in the state variable we are considering the state variables. So the internal parameters like Vc, okay, as we said here, okay, for electrical circuit the voltage across the capacitor and current flowing through inductor, okay, the internal state variables we will consider. Based on that we can assume or we can predict the future behavior of the system. Okay, that is a major advantage by considering the internal variables. So that will consider in the state variable approach here. Okay, then also we have seen what do you mean by state variable and state vector. So state is the one which will which will define the behavior of the system, okay, by using the state variables. Okay, so state variable is one of the parameter in the state vector. State vector is a set of the state variables, okay, like x1 to x1 of t, x2 of t, so like that x1 of t. Okay, so the state, by using the state we can define the behavior of the system by using the state variables which will be in the part of the state vector. Okay, in the electrical circuits the voltage across capacitor and current flowing through inductor we can give as a state variables. Okay, and number of state variables we can give as order of the system. So after that we are seeing, after finding the state, after developing the state model for electrical circuits, given circuit, then we are seeing how to find out the state transition matrix from the state equation. So state equation is nothing but the state equation and the output equation which will be the matrix form. Okay, like A, B and C, and AB for state equation, C and D for the output equation. And also we computed the transfer function from the state model. Again, from the given equation, state equation and the state output equation, we have derived this transfer function. Okay, so like this, in this state variable chapter, first we are seeing the importance of state variable. We knew the terms. So what do you mean by state variable? What is the meaning of that? And develop the state model for electrical circuits and find out the state transition matrix from the state equation. And also at last we have derived this transfer function from the state model. Okay, so this conclude the state variable approach or state variable analysis chapter.